Okay, so I think we are live, but I don't know if I have any audio, and I guess I'll give it like a few minutes to have people show up, and then we will talk with Gina. So, hey everybody! Can we just do like a really quick audio check to see if the audio is working before we go ahead and get started? Hey Gina, hi! Hi! Hi Richard! Hi Mr. Hurtful, hi Courtney! Hi guys! Can somebody give me a, let me know if they hear audio here. Hi, what do the fox do? Thank you guys so much for coming. Can you guys please let me know if you can hear anything right now? You can? Okay, awesome. So the audio sounds pretty good. It sounds clear. Fabulous. Okay. Okay, so for those of you who are new here, or Gina Batista and I, she's another YouTuber, we're going to have a little chat about some things that she wanted to talk about. I'm going to give it like 2 or 3 more minutes, just give a chance if anybody else wants to show up. And while I am doing this, if I could, you guys, I have to give out a very special plug to somebody and a special thank you, because look what came in the mail. Was it yesterday? I think it was 2 days ago. That's me! That's actually me. So this lovely doll was handmade and crocheted by the lovely John Russ, aka Vexlor. He's the person that I did a live chat with, I think it was last week or so. And I'm so honored. Look at this, right? He also sent me, I'm gonna plug you. He sent me a bunch of stickers that have all of his little graphic for his website, and bracelets. How cool is this? And then this is me. Isn't that awesome? And it's I actually had 2 people make me a puppet. Was it like within the month, I've had 2 people make puppets out of me. So this is my doll. And you can order these Jamie Leigh Fischer dolls at his website. And I put the link on my Twitter and all my other social medias. But my husband got this in the mail and he opened it up and we were just like, he actually, when he opened it up, he had it in the bag and he had it like this. He was like, wait, I had so just the eyes, like he was like, just like that, and he showed it to me. So, I love my doll! If anybody else wants to make me a doll of me, I'm thinking of starting a collection, and I'm going to use them in the background. Welcome back, Gina, so let me know whenever you're ready to guest, and we'll go ahead and get started. But, hey, Courtney! How cool is this? I think I look like, it looks like I am halfway a Muppet and halfway a South Park character, right? But I think he got the likeness very well. So thank you so much. If you guys want to order your very own Jamie Leigh this thing, go to this website right here. You can find the chat that we did on my channel. How fun is that? And I got bracelets. So thank you so much for this. All right. Gina, let me see if you're in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and try and guest you now. It says, yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and guest. Here we go with Gina. She was nervous. I don't know why, but don't be nervous. I hope she's not nervous. This will be showing me how good my sound is actually working, though.
Hi. Is it working?
Yeah. Oh. Can you hear me, though?
Wow, my teeth look white on here. They are not white, so I'm really excited for that. How are you?
I'm okay. I opted for no makeup. Well, ish. I have a little bit on, I'm not gonna lie. But it was just, I was too relaxed. I was sick for the last week or so, so I decided not to go full makeup.
I totally feel that. I have like so many things going on too right now. How are you though? I'm so excited to talk to you. Huh?
Thank you. Are you nervous? Don't be nervous.
Yeah, like I just started the whole YouTube thing like really
Mhm.
recently, and like when I started talking about the Joy like situation, it kind of like blew up a little bit. But
Uh-huh.
I don't know, I found your channel and I totally like agreed with like everything you were saying about the whole situation.
Really?
And I know that you had like issues with her too, and I
Mhm.
had a couple people go on her last stream and they were like, Joy, why are you like ducking her? Like, why aren't you like live streaming her? And of course it was like the middle of the night on my time
Yeah.
when she had said that. But I
Mhm.
ended up like it was yesterday. I was gonna put a video up today and I didn't get a chance to. And yesterday I went on the internet and I started like I literally went down like a rabbit hole like
Yeah.
of this information from Joy, and like I thought
Mhm.
it's like I don't know, like after what she did, like like I want to put it up, but like you put up a video, right? And then she like what
Yeah.
like happened
Yeah.
with that?
Oh, it was actually hilarious. I had a strike put on my channel for bullying and harassment by her, or her whoever runs her little harem over there. So I was so excited because I could finally live stream with everybody, and I was doing YouNow, and I was able to live stream, and I was having so much fun. And I just found out that it was literally like a week later that I got the strike, and the restriction was specifically that you cannot live stream until October. So
Wow.
what I'm going to do like with this, is we can still do it live, but then the archive, it's not streaming on my YouTube. So I'm going to I have another like secret channel where it can save, and then I'll upload it, later. But yeah, that's extremely, sucky and hypocritical, because this is a woman who has made her entire, she's gotten her audience by being a bully and harassing other people. There was nothing she has ever done that has been original. So I just find the whole thing hilarious. I think it's a joke.
Yeah.
I think it's a joke.
Yep. I feel the same way, and I feel like she honestly like probably one of the biggest hypocrites if I've ever seen one. Like I know that like when you find stuff on the internet, like especially like screenshots of messages. Oh, dropping my phone.
Oh, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, in my bed. You never know.
God. I know. Be careful.
Know, I know. It's like
be careful, girl.
You
look so pretty, by the way. Your makeup looks amazing. Yeah.
I like was so I was like I gotta be careful what I say sometimes, because like I like have like no filter sometimes, you know what I mean? I don't know the rules of YouNow, and I was like super nervous. I was like doing like my makeup for like an hour. But
were you really?
So I went on the internet and I found like screenshots of her calling like other YouTubers like retarded and things like that, and she's like she has it in her head like I don't even feel that she has it. I'm like positive that she thinks this way. She thinks that like she's like, because like Oniichan was a bully, it's okay for her to bully back. Like two wrongs don't make a right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and she like continues to do it.
The difference between somebody like Oniichan and somebody like Katie Smith, which is her real name, is that Oniichan is an actor. This whole thing is, and I spoke about this in my last YouTube chat, he has approached video making very much like an Andy Kaufman. He's doing a performance piece. Even the things where he goes after other people, it's still a performance piece. He has done short films. He has actively created original things to put out there for the world to see. She hasn't. I have done short films, and my channel is still super tiny, and I love that because, like I was telling you, I have a life offline. Being a YouTuber is like a luxury. It's a fun thing for me to do, to express views, make people laugh, to get dolls made of them. And, the minute that's done, this isn't my bread and butter right here. So I don't have a problem with, I would rather the quality of people that I get to talk to be there instead of the numbers. That's the honest truth.
Yeah, me too.
But she is, we're going to go after her legally.
Yeah, that's good. Honestly, I feel like she needs, you know what, and this is like, and like, I'm glad that you bring up like legally almost, because it brings like, I feel like a lot of people don't know about her past, and I feel like when she made YouTube, she tried to like make up a whole new persona, like a whole different personality, like who she is, like everything in the past, like her cult, and how she was like going to be taken over by an alien so that they could control her, so she could be the ultimate race. Like that's like the things that she was saying, and she was like collecting money for it, and like collecting money for this cult, like, which is like insane to me. And like there's like curing herself with like somebody said Italian herbs and spices, which is pretty much what it was. But she did all these things, and she took all this money from people, and like one of the things that she said was that she never touched the money from the GoFundMe. Okay. And I know for a fact that's not true, because a long time, like when you make a GoFundMe, because my son's father was in a coma a while back, and I made one for him.
Sorry, I actually, when I was flipping through, I don't mean to cut you off. I saw that, and I was going to ask you what is he okay?
Yeah, now he's okay. He's like, now he's doing good, which is good.
Good.
But
I'm glad
I made one for him, and in the very beginning, one of the option for GoFundMe is you have to put in an email like right away for the person who's going to pull the money out, and like obviously it's her, so the money, like there's no way that she could have not seen the money. There's no
course
way.
not. And this is what she, this is what she has done from the very beginning, which is why I had no problem sticking my neck out there when it was completely unpopular to do so. And then that's what I guess gave her the freedom to, go after me, kind of like say all of these things about my health were false, things that I've gone through in my life have been false. And she was able to, she was, and I didn't defend, I didn't show proof for certain things, because that's not how I operate, and I actually have a life. So if people didn't want to believe certain things, that's absolutely fine, understandable. But when you profit off of that, when you profit off of accusing somebody about their health that is inaccurate or false, that's libel. The fact that and it doesn't matter if you make a penny, it doesn't matter if you make any, and I didn't even know this either. The fact that and there's another individual that we're going to go after legally as well. If anything, just to send a message. There's nothing financial about this. The woman doesn't have any money. She's clearly broke. She clearly has no real world responsibility. So she has nothing that she is not willing to say or do to keep the attention coming, good or bad, so she can get whatever financial, which I don't even know how anybody, even on YouTube now, people that are very successful YouTubers are making hardly anything. It's not sustainable as an income, unless you're like PewDiePie, but even then, they take on other platforms. So I don't know. For me, it's most important to send a message, and just knowing the fact that something that I did go through personally, which people can believe whatever they like, knowing that somebody out there can just make up stories, spread it, and then make money off of that. And I understand that suing a YouTuber for slander or libel is very difficult, because it's like suing the National Enquirer if they make stories up with you and stuff like that. But I don't care. I'm going to try it. And if it sends a good message, then that's all I care about. But sorry, go ahead.
Exactly. Because
I digress.
Yeah, I
don't like people like that getting away with things. They feel there's no consequences, and that's not how things are.
Well, that's another thing too, is like you would think that somebody who gets accused of like not having her illnesses would understand. And like for me personally, like for example, I had made a video, the last video I made, I said that I was going to put up another video, like with everything about Joy's past, like the next day. But I have a hypothyroid, Epstein-Barr, Lyme disease, and I have blood sugar issues. I have like a lot of things right now. So like for me, it's hard for me to even put a video up like once a week. So for somebody to like live stream
I don't know how anybody. I don't know. I'm not going to list my illnesses because it's going to bore people. But I don't know. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it. Like, and I'm not like saying that she's like lying or anything, but you know what? Like, I just feel like her whole, if she would have stuck with the Daddy-O5 videos and like talking about her illness, like I feel like she would have done so much better, because I said in the very beginning, once she has nothing to say about oniichan anymore, all those people who came to see that are gonna leave, and then she's gonna have nothing. She'll have nothing.
No.
And that's what's happening now, and you can see it if you go to her views and her like to dislike ratios.
It's all going down, yeah. And she's losing viewers by like the thousands, yeah. Because there's no content there. There was nothing there to begin with. You know, if you don't have any positive contribution to begin with, you can have as many scandals come and go. You know, eventually, if you don't have any actual content there, if you're not contributing anything, I mean, even run in a forest and make weird noises. That's what Gregory does. That's what Oniichan does. It's not going to work out good. But, you know, what was I going to say? The strike on my channel is, it's funny to me. Oh, sorry. All the people that are in the chat, I haven't said hi. Rogue, Miss Dearborn, Brinny. Oh God, there's so many. I'm sorry, Mr. Hurtful, Spangle Lime. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm trying to ask, do you guys want to ask any questions regarding Katie Smith or whatever word? Oh, Repsion, yeah. I sent him, I talked to him about his whole situation. And I kind of
know him.
He's another YouTuber that latched onto Oniichan to sort of make a name for himself. But he's apparently doing a video as well on her. And I said, you're going to waste your time. You're wasting your time. It's ridiculous. You know, people like that thrive on the attention, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I've had people tell me too, like, oh, you're like talking about her making videos about him, but you're doing the same thing. But the big difference between like me and Joy and like you and Joy is we never came out here and said like, oh, we're not bullying or anything. We never claimed to be anything. Like we came out here and we said how we feel, but Joy is like claiming that she's like, holier
than thou, like a martyr. Yeah. No, you can't do that. You have to be human.
Crossed the line. You know, I think she crossed the line with the IRS video because, like, at that point, like, you're not.
Fill me in on that because I can't watch her without like punching the computer screen. So the fans have to send me stuff. I can't even. It's just. So fill me in on this. What is she talking about with the audit thing?
Okay. So basically what happened was, and this is another thing, like he has like a Patreon, I guess, and people like pay money to watch him. Now, if people were actually paying money to watch him to send it to Joy, which is kind of like blows my mind that they would use their money for that, but to each their own, I guess. But
right.
He was like getting audited by the IRS in like 2014, 15, and 16, and she had made a video about it saying like that he doesn't use his house for YouTube pretty much, and that like he doesn't really have friends who come over, and she like we're talking like 3 years ago, and she's like talking about current, you know what I mean? So first of all, she's like totally all over the place. But when she's been saying this whole time like, oh, I was going after him for things that he was doing wrong, blah blah blah. So but why would you bring like the IRS into it and his financials? And like I feel like she forgets like let's say he is a jerk. Let's say he's the biggest asshole in the world, okay? He still has a wife, a kid that he's taking care of. You know what I mean? He still has a family that he has to take care of. So to bring, like, the IRS and the financials and his military stuff into it, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like, at this point, it's like you're not calling him out for what he did anymore. You're calling him out for every little thing you can find. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she doesn't have any real... When you have no real world responsibility or obligation, you have no rock bottom. There's nothing you won't do or say to get attention or seek out whatever false validation she seeks out. She has no bottom. She's and by the way, that is a stalker. That's obsessive. You don't get involved in someone's life like that. Even if you hate someone online, if I hate someone, I will do everything in my power to avoid them. I want nothing to do with them, their face, their voice, their anything. So she obviously, has some sort of sick interest in Oniichan. That's why that's how she started what she did. That's failing. She doesn't have anything to contribute of her own out of talent-wise or anything like that. That's why she's tanking. It's inevitable. And I hate to say it, but, I'm so happy that if I'm able to do something to her legally, it'll give her a little bit of a reality check and a wake-up call to these people that think they can just slander people and outright lie about them and their health and things like that and just get away with it. It's just another day, another video, another live stream. No, Katie, that's not how that works. You cannot accuse me of things in my life and pocket off of that financially and think that nobody's going to do anything about it. So,
somebody told me that people were calling her oniichan because, like,
yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
And I think that's so funny. Because, like, I don't know, everything that she's, like, complaining about, she's, like, doing herself, and it's, like, at this point,
yeah, she's a hypocrite.
Oh my
She's a big hypocrite.
Don't even get me started on, like, the whole, like, the racist thing that happened a couple days ago.
Explain that to me, because I was fortunate enough to not hear anything about it, so fill me in.
This isn't her first time making racist comments. She had said that, well, the poo babies thing, which honestly, like, coming from somebody who's not racist, like, that thought wouldn't even cross my mind. Like, she said, I don't even really want to repeat it, to be honest, but she, like, said, like, that, like, brown people were, like, pretty much shit stains. You know what I mean? That's what she said. Yeah, and then, like, she said it was this joke, and it's like, first of all, like, the fact that would cross her mind in the first place is not cool. She made a comment saying everybody can go to the gas chambers, was another thing she said, and then another thing she said was that she had, like, a bump on her head, and she, like, referred it to, like, a bindi, so she was, like, this isn't her first, like, bad race comment that
I have family that died in the Holocaust. What did she say about the Holocaust? Or what did she say about Jews, or what did she say?
Pretty much, like,
did she say anything?
That's the only thing that she really said was, like, all of you can go to the gas chamber or something like that. But,
you know what? It's this is the thing. I am not perfect, but I tend to have a very sarcastic, comedic approach to a lot of things in life. If I speak about a certain topic like that, it will be incredibly clear that I am joking, I'm being sarcastic, this is for comedy purposes, I'm a comedian. She's not a comedian. So when you say these sorts of things, nowadays especially, where you have a lot of people who are very PC and they're sensitive over a lot of different things, you can't say things like that unless you are a qualified person to say them, be it a comedian, be it someone who's speaking, you know, through parody. When she says these things, is she joking?
She's, okay, so I don't even really know how to explain it. Like, I don't think she's joking. Well, because in the apology video that she made an apology video after that was complete bullshit, because she pretty much said she's not sorry for what she said, but she's sorry that she offended people.
Oh, of course.
Is like,
of course,
like, and I think that's what her turning point was, of people starting to realize that she was, like,
full of shit.
And, like,
yeah, she's full of shit. She's full of shit. You can't take anything she says seriously. I don't.
No, I know. It's like, and it's like, I mean, she did make a video a couple days ago saying that she was like, this isn't what she wanted her channel to become, and she's gonna, like, change. And I don't really believe that. I think that
no. Fuck. That's I'm sorry. That's all bullshit. Because you know what it is nowadays. This is what you do. This is the wash, rinse, lather, repeat cycle that a lot of YouTubers have engaged in, and it's very easy to do. You can be anybody you want on the internet. Most people are. It takes a brave person to actually put themselves out there, but this is what she does. She latches onto a topic that is either controversial or popular or trending. She latches onto it. She forms some sort of a personal opinion. She creates some sort of a personal story in her own life, so it seems like she can identify with it personally. This is all it's very transparent, and I've seen it. She has the same cycle. If that topic is popular, if a lot of people are speaking about it, if there's a lot of interest, a lot of attention, great. If not, say something to get attention. Insult somebody. Be offensive. I don't know. Do something. Go after somebody that has more attention than you. Let that last a couple weeks back and forth. Have a debate. See what happens with that. Offend somebody else. Let things die down. Offend somebody again. Make an apology video.
Yeah.
Rinse, lather, repeat. That's the cycle, you know?
Yep, that's
so all. True. That's all she does. That's all that there is. None of it is real. I think she's a manipulative, sick, sad, lost, very, very lonely person who has failed at probably everything in her life. So she's in the situation where she has nobody who is willing to associate with her except for strangers behind a computer screen.
Yep.
Which is what a lot of people have, which is what I have, which is what we have. However, the quality of the people, and I've gone through, you know, reading your comments, things like that, is totally different. And that's the difference between doing those things to get numbers versus doing things to get, quality connection with people. So she doesn't have anything in real life.
I want to know who she thinks she's helping. Like, because, honestly, like, and this is, like, another, like, major thing in my book that drives me, like, nuts, okay?
Yeah.
She was on, like, a live stream, like, and there was, like, an 11-year-old who came on, okay? Mm-hmm. And she didn't know her age. But the age doesn't matter because the advice that she gave the girl, okay, the girl was, like, used to having, like, problems or whatever, and Joy told the girl, like, just go rape them all. Go rape them all. And it's like,
what is that? What does that even mean?
I don't even know. Like, that's the thing. And it's like, and you know what's the funny thing about that?
What a sick piece of garbage.
Mm-hmm. When she got called out and, like, the girl, it came out that the girl was, like, young or whatever, she told her to leave the channel. But you know what? If you go back and look at all the bullshit that she said about Oniichan and the underage girls, Oniichan, on his forum, apparently, and, like, I didn't really know either of them until the live stream a long time ago. I was on YouNow at the time, and that's how I ended up finding it. But if you go onto his forum, you can see it says, like, you have to be, like, of age to go on there. So just like Joy, people lied and surpassed that and submitted a video to, like, talk to him or whatever. So pretty much, like, Joy wants people to, when it happens to her, like, it's okay. But the fact that it happened to Oniichan, the same exact thing, like,
she's a hypocrite.
And he's perverted and a pedophile.
She's a hypocrite. She's a hypocrite who doesn't even know what's coming to her, and I will be glad to give her a swift lesson with the law. You cannot go and accuse, and I don't want to make it just about me, but some people in the chat were saying, who's she helping herself? She's not helping herself. She doesn't care about anybody else. She doesn't care about you. She cares about her audience and her numbers and maintaining this attention that she gets from these strangers as long as possible. She doesn't give a damn about anybody. She doesn't give a damn about anybody. The entire false martyr persona was blown. I saw it in the very beginning. I can see right through people's bullshit immediately. And then she was talking with that like garbage can Rob Novak guy saying I lied about having cervical cancer, about having a hysterectomy. And my husband and I were I remember we were sitting at one point and I was saying, why should I even have to justify what I've been through to an individual on a computer like this? And then either I or he was saying, well, maybe you should go. And I said, what do I do? If you actually go back on my channel, there's a video with me when I went to the doctor's office before I got the hysterectomy where he's telling me that I'm not going to be able to have children, blah, 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 blah. I documented my entire process. Now, had that stupid, ignorant asshat taken the time to do her research instead of make malicious claims against my health, we wouldn't be in this situation right now, or other things. And I think she feels either because I'm not a big YouTuber or whatever it is that her things she says and does are just going to go unnoticed. I don't do that. I do not stand for things like that because there's people out there who have actually gone through similar shit, things like you've gone through. People are out there defaming them and spreading hateful things about them, getting their channels blocked, strikes. And there's no consequence. If you don't have any consequence, you're going to keep doing it. It's like...
it reminds me of, and it's like, and I hate to say it, but my mom is like this, okay? So, my mom is the type of person who she's always got to have it the worst. She's always got to be the sickest. When I tell her I don't feel good, she's like, she's got it worst. And that's kind of like how I feel that Joy is. You know what I mean? And like, first of all, let's say that you lied about every illness that you had. Mm-hmm. You still don't, you don't know, if you don't know something for sure like that, you shouldn't comment at all. Like, at all. Like, it's not her business. It's not, like, it's not like something you joke about. It's not something you talk about. Like,
no.
Having, like, a chronic disease or something is awful. Like, it's horrible. And, like, if you go on, like, a long time ago, I looked up, like, how to be, because, like, I literally, like, sometimes I struggle so hard, like, I literally Googled, like, how to be a parent when you have a chronic disease. And, like,
I do that stuff, too, also, because I have depression.
Yeah, this website popped up, and it said, like, the first thing on there was, like, not to say to people who have chronic disease, like,
right.
I'm more tired than you, or things like that, or, like, comparisons, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's, like, one of the things that she does, and, Joy's, like, she's really hard to, like, believe anyways, considering her past, like, and everything that she lied about before, and, like, everything that, like,
yeah.
I mean, it's, for me, it's like, when I watched her on YouTube for the first time, and I heard everything about her past after, I was like, holy shit, this is not the same person. I was like, there's no way that this girl did all that. So now I'm thinking, like, did she come on YouTube to be somebody else? Like, I read a screen, I think that you had it posted on the video that got taken down, about the screenshots.
So the video I got threats over?
Somebody got doxxed.
Yeah.
She got doxxed, and then, like, she pretended to be somebody else to take the heat off her. Like, who even does that? Like, are you for real?
Somebody that doesn't have any real life anything. Somebody that has no real life anything has the freedom to be anybody they want online. And the bottom line with her, she needs a consequence. She needs to have some sort of, justice in terms of not feeling that she's the only person who can have a negative opinion. I'm sorry that she didn't like the fact that I had a negative opinion of her, but I do, and I did. I didn't like her. I thought she was a fake. I thought she was a phony the minute I saw her. The minute I had more than 10 people write to me regarding this. I didn't even know who this person was. She just linked on from an oniichan video saying, be careful, this woman is a fraud. This woman has stolen my money. This woman is a liar. All these things. I thought, well, okay, I guess maybe I should look into this or talk about this, or I don't know. She's somebody that I if she wasn't such an awful human being, I would feel sorry for her. But I don't have any compassion for people like that, because they put it out there and they have absolutely no, they could care less. She's doing this because she doesn't want to get a real job for reasons. And you guys are free to think what those reasons are. And she couldn't hack it in real life, so she's online doing this, and she's enjoying it. She's loving it. Joy's friend made up a story about Joy being in a cult to feed to Jamie. Joy was laughing about it in a YouNow stream. That's sad.
She did have a cult
That's
before,
sad.
though. Wait, a long time ago, there was something about her having a cult.
I knew about the person that lied to me. Like, who even does that?
Yeah, why would you want to make it weirder for yourself? Like,
who even has the kind of time to do something? Yeah, it makes no sense.
The whole thing. Oh, you froze for a minute.
Did I freeze? Okay. Let me tell you this too, because I have learned this rule of YouNow. If we freeze, refresh it, and don't be nervous, because you'll just show right back up to where we are. So if, like, one of us starts to lag, just refresh it, and good times. Yeah.
Cool. Good to know.
You guys, there's no competition. There's no quantifying who's the sickest or who's been through the most stuff. Everybody goes through shit. Period.
Yeah. Yep. You know what she thought?
No.
And this is, like, to me, this is funny. I think that she thought in the beginning that, because, like, oniichan does have a lot of haters, okay? So I think she thought...
Uh-oh, now she's freezing. Alright, I'm gonna refresh. If I refresh, will I lose her, though? Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, and now it's just me. Okay, Gina, I'm so sorry. I kicked you out because I froze. So please guess again. Oh, God. Thanks so much for being here, guys, by the way. I didn't put on hardly any makeup. Yeah, come back, Gina. I'm sorry. Rogue, Courtney, Spangle Lime, Mr. Dearborn, Two Crazy Hedgehogs. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me give everybody a shout out really quick. Ashley Boom. Oh, Ashley's here. Hi, Ashley. Tierney, Courtney, Zach, Rogue, Queen Pa, Mr. Hurtful, Brooke Tuttle. Thank you guys so much for being here. Yay! All right, we're going to get her back. Here we go. Here she comes. Here she comes, Gina B. She is so pretty with her eyes. She has her eye makeup on today. Here she is. Hi.
All right, so where did I cut off on? Did I finish my oniichan sentence?
No, go back and start from there.
Okay. So what I thought was that because oniichan has a lot of haters, I thought that when she first like started talking about him, she probably thought she was gonna like be the man and everybody was gonna agree with her and like she was gonna like blow up, and that's like totally backfired on her. And like wasn't she, I heard she was like on the news or something for like a Daddy 05 video or something like that. Is that true? Do you know anything about that? Do any of you guys
anybody in the chat know about that? I think so, probably.
Yeah, I think that maybe that like kind of went to her head too.
Wow, that's really pathetic. Yeah. That's really sad. That's really sad.
Somebody said no, not on the news, and I don't think so. So I don't. That's what I heard. I don't know what it was. Like maybe she was on something else or like on a website or something, but I could be totally wrong. Or people.
So let me ask you this question: did you hear me saying I was singing a song about your eye makeup because it's so beautiful?
Oh, thank you.
I sang there's Gina B with her beautiful eyes. Everybody says that I do my makeup like a kabuki clown. I look like a Muppet. So
no, you know what? I went to
I do though.
And I'm like super insecure. So like to be honest, like that's why I wear so much makeup. I'm just like a super insecure person.
Is it? You know, I actually was really brave today because normally when I do my live shows, and my fans know this, because I have no hair right now. I wear extensions because my hair has just been like so fried over the years. So I wear wigs and then I lather on the makeup with, you know, like spackle just because of reasons. And I love doing it like very dramatic. And today I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to do the whole makeup thing. It's hard, but I put a little bit on, but you know, it's an interesting thing. But I was like, who cares? I have like this ring around my neck because I've been getting way too much sun. But you know what? If you want realness, you have to give realness. So there you go.
Yep. I started my channel out in the very beginning as like a makeup channel, which is like really hard. Like that's like I feel like that's one of the hardest things to do. And then like because there's so many like makeup people on YouTube already, and I think I'm gonna continue to make, you know, makeup videos and like once I learn how to edit better maybe. But I kind of like the whole. You know, and I hate to say it, and maybe like it makes me look like an asshole, but I kind of like the whole drama channel type thing. Like Peter Mon, I love him. Like
that's the gay guy. That's the gay guy, right? That's the very gay guy.
Yeah. Yep, him. And like I know that you talk about. So I don't know if that's what you consider your channel, but I love your channel. I've been watching you for so long.
Oh my God,
so long.
Really? Can we have a fangirl moment? Tell me how much you love me and how long you've been watching me.
I have been okay. So I saw, I think it was like somebody like maybe it was like Karina Kaboom brought you up like a long time ago, and she was saying how like how your perspective on things is like different and stuff, and I was like, oh, I gotta check her out, and I did, and I mean like I'm going way back to like I said like that Dunkin Donuts video, like I don't even know how long ago that was. That was a while, like before that.
Years. Yeah.
I think that's a couple years. I like watched all of that. Yeah, I don't know. I like really like your opinion on things and like your outlook on things. I feel like it's like refreshing.
Thank you.
Almost, you know what I mean?
Thank you. Well, thank you. Yeah. I got kicked out of the Dunkin Donuts because I had my third nose job because of 9/11 and because I have very bad scar tissue. I don't know how much you know about me, but you know I was there.
Tell me more.
Well,
tell me more.
This is what happened. And I have talked about this openly. Some of these people out there are so silly. I have talked about all of this. It got knocked off totally, right? So it was gone by debris. Got hit, was burned off. I was introduced to plastic surgery, and I thought, well, you know, if we're gonna build this, I would like a little bit of this off. I would like it, you know, like this. I became friends with Michael Jackson, which is another thing that people chose to focus in on. My friend actually danced with him multiple times. We were in the city for the 30th anniversary show, and we were there during the rehearsals. He had found out that, you know, I was getting stitched up after everything had happened, and we maintained. I went to Neverland for a couple of days. Recently, somebody posted on my Facebook page a picture of me from when we went there. We were there for a week. He was just a great human being. I don't care about anything else. But anyway, I was introduced to plastic surgery that way. And my skin has something called, it's keloid, but it wasn't healing properly. So they always have to go in a couple times to fix things. It's okay now. It's not quite where I'd like it to be. But that's bordering on like well,
I like
you.
it. I think it's cute.
Thank you. But it's I have like a lot of scar tissue, and my plastic surgeon always uses the euphemism of like, you have to envision your skin is like a tent, and underneath my bones, what he could fix of them are pretty much all the way collapsed. And I wanted to have like a very pinched, very small nose. It was just an insecurity of mine. And no matter how underneath was messed up, my skin is still very thick because of how it healed. It healed all kinds of weird ways. So I get a lot of scar tissue. So I had to get like Kenalog shots, which hopefully reduces it. It's okay. That's the one thing about me that I've been like super vain about. For some reason, I don't know why. And this little area underneath my face, I don't know, since we're talking about like girl stuff, I have like a little skin under here that I've always been a little bit self-conscious about, but
me too. I
just don't like that. Yeah.
Especially, I have like a hypothyroid, so that causes like extra like skin and like fat to like collect here, and I hate it. Like I hate it
when I was younger. I haven't even checked that in a while. I should probably go check on it now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, it's like it's like honestly, like I pretty much sleep like my whole life away because of it. It really sucks.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I know how that goes. I know, I do know how that goes. But that's so nice of you. So yeah, I was saying I got kicked out of Dunkin Donuts because in the healing process, and I've had so many things done. Just look over my like YouTube channel. You'll see my nose sometimes it's like blown up red. And what that was the doctors have been trying all different things to try to make me, because my skin just doesn't heal properly because of how it was burned. So they would like literally use like a carrot grater on my skin, like you would grate a carrot.
I've seen that before, I think.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like they scrape and like burn sort of like cauterize while they're I think I've seen that before. Yeah. That's
and to them, for me, they said, well, Jamie, this might help thin the skin. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm thinking, oh, excellent, let's do this. So what they would do is I would go in and they would like do the laser and it would burn your whole nose off and my nose would blow up to kingdom come for like about a week. It would be like a really bad sunburn and it would peel off and then it heals. And then I'd look in the mirror and be like, does it look smaller? And I'm sure everybody has their thing, like you look in a funhouse mirror, but that's always been where it's been like one nostril's been higher than the other.
See, that's how mine is too.
But that's like, that's the... and then I get so sick of talking about myself. That's why I don't understand people like Katie Smith. I get so sick of talking about myself. I start making fun of myself. I'm in on this joke. I'm like, Jamie, if I edit one YouTube video of myself that's a really long one, I'll be so sick of looking at myself after that video goes.
My videos back.
Yeah, I can't do it either.
No, I can't listen to myself. I hate it. Yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you though. I mean, for you with the nose thing, I just want to tell you first of all, like your nose is like wicked cute, and when you're looking in the mirror every day, maybe you can't see the difference. But I'm sure other people can. Somebody said in the comments that it looks perfect, and I think it does too. I mean, I have to like contour the shit out of mine, and yours looks really nice. Like I don't think I know.
It's a bizarre thing in my head, and it's I like to defend it by saying, well, it didn't start off as a vanity thing because I legitimately was hurt. But it certainly did turn into a vanity. I don't know. I might stop. My husband, I'm very blessed to be married to a man who's just, he could care less. He likes me. He doesn't like any of the makeup. He likes Jamie. Yeah.
Yeah, mine doesn't either. He
hates
it.
So that helps.
Lipstick more than anything.
Yeah.
He's here right now. He probably would be like, "Ew, you're wearing lipstick right now." But
I know.
I think you know what I saw too, and when you brought up the nose thing, like I remembered this. I think I did see. I don't know if it was Joy or not. Somebody made a video about it about you, and I feel like when you tell people things like that, certain people like Michael Jackson, for instance, a lot of people are so quick to say, no, you don't. That's a lie. That's bullshit. But honestly, it's not uncommon. like I'm related to Marilyn Monroe. Like her name was like Norma Jean Mortensen, and my Mortensons are my family. So it's like, but when I tell people that, they're like, no, I don't believe you. And like, it's like,
of course,
people are so quick to judge, and it's like, I mean, you're like right now, you're in like a prominent like city. Like that's kind of like where I am too. Like I don't even think we're that far from each other, but
really,
it's not. What?
Do you want to say where you are? You don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't know. I live in Saratoga Springs. It's like
that's
in
right.
upstate New York. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like it kind of sucks here. It's like wicked touristy, but I did used to live in Dorchester, which was
yeah, you mentioned that. I saw that.
I loved it there. I missed it. I miss it so much. It was kind of like
bad crime there now.
Huh?
Not the safest place right now, apparently.
No, it wasn't. Really it wasn't when I was there either. But it was cheap, and you could walk everywhere. And the people, a lot of the people were nice. But I feel like I miss Boston. I miss that whole area. I love it there so much. But
somebody said massholes unite. Cliche. Thank you. Dunkin Donuts gave you the boot based on your appearance. Oh yeah. So I would go into the Dunkin Donuts because sometime I like to and it's weird that I get recognized sometimes. My town is so small, but I went to a Dunkin Donuts and I had like a cast on my nose. I was in between healing things. And the lady came over to me and she goes, it was the manager. She said, I really don't know how to say this to you, but our customers are saying that you're making them uncomfortable by the way you look. And can you leave? And I was like, wait, what? Wait, are you kidding? I thought she was just joking at first. And she was like this little, like, this little Spanish lady. And she's like, I really feel bad about this, which she didn't. But she's like, they're just, saying they're feeling uncomfortable watching you or whatever. Just, would you mind leaving? And I was like, no. And then she's like, I really don't want this to be a scene. We can get, I'll walk you out. Anyway, long story short, I got kicked out because of the way I looked.
I totally believe it. I worked at, it's weird. I worked at Dunkin Donuts. I was a shift leader there for a couple years, and same with Stewart's. Like I don't know if you guys have Stewart's there. It's like like a gas station thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, we had somebody come in before, and like this is like. If somebody I feel like people get triggered so easily by like anybody with an injury or something. Somebody came in and he had like crusted blood like on his face or whatever, and we were made to kick him out. And it's
what? Yeah. To be fair, I think I did have some crusties. I'm totally being devil's advocate. I probably had a lot of crusties, like yellow crusties. I wasn't bleeding though, but I definitely think I had some crustage happening. So just to be devil's advocate, I know. But I'm such despite what people like to say, I'm actually like a really good, genuine, down to earth person. So I was like, that's fine. I totally understand. There was like an old woman in there with her like little croissant eating, doing her crossword. So I'm like, fine. If my crusties are bothering you, I'll leave. And the manager called me, I think like an hour later and said, Jamie, I'm so sorry. What can we do for you? Do you want to, come back and sit here? I apologize. Or the head of the thing. And I said, no, I really don't care. It's really no big deal. I didn't really care that much about it, but thanks, Jamie, about to eat a sandwich. Sorry. Yeah, I did. I had they got like yellow. It's like a combination of I'm not gonna say it because some of you guys are eating. I'm so sorry. Hi, Vape Queen.
It's like that's like not your fault. Like I don't know what it is. I feel like society now is like in the way that people are now. You know what else? Like speaking of this real quick, I want to know if you agree with me on this. I went to get coffee last night. Yeah. And I saw a young girl. She must have been like 12 or 13. Gorgeous girl. But I was thinking about this, and I think it's so funny. I feel like in 10 years, everybody is going to look like little like Kylie Jenners. Because I don't know if you noticed, like every generation like is like getting like taller and like more mature looking. Have you noticed that? Has anyone noticed that? Yeah. I feel like now it's like when the kids in the generation like below us, I don't know how old you are or anything, but
oh god, I just turned 35. No, I just turned 36, July 12th.
Well, you don't look 35 or 36.
Thanks.
But I'm 26 and you probably I feel like you look around like 25, 26 too. So you're going to age well.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
I feel like now it's like crazy. Huh?
I've had a little work done, you know.
Yeah, I want to get my lips done. Up here, it's so expensive, though.
Why? What do you want to do to your lips? But then look at me, who's talking, which is ridiculous.
They're okay right now. They're like I overlined them like crazy, and they're still like wicked small. Like my top lip is like non-existent. So
you know what you should do? You should do like Vera on. Do you remember that show in Living Color on the 90s? Or are you too young? You might actually be too young for that show.
I don't know what it is.
Wow. Okay, that's a show that like Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, if anybody in the chat remembers it. He had a funny skit where he was like, instead of just spending that money to get your lips, just take like a curling iron and just put your lips, and then they'll blow up, and that's a joke.
Oh my god. I looked into one of those like suction thingies, like where you
yeah.
But I feel like I would like do it, and then they just like deflate in like a half hour. But I also don't, do you watch Trisha Paytas? I do love her. I do love her, and I'm glad that she's getting like newer lips now. But I would not want them to look like how they did like a couple months ago.
Yeah, they look nervous. Oh God, Trisha, I feel so bad for her. But
is she gonna be on the
Big Brother?
Is she really? I feel like a lot of people are saying it, and when I looked on the website, they like totally spelled their name wrong. So I was like, I don't know if this is true or not. And then like she still hasn't like announced anything. So
she's actually been wanting to do that for very many years, and somebody said that she actually has a connection close to the show where essentially they were like, all right, fine, just do it. But good luck to her. I think. I don't watch the American Big Brother. I only watch the English one, and I would watch it on like repeat. But
to be completely honest, I don't even know what it is. Like,
really?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I have no idea.
What Big Brother is? Big Brother is essentially they take 15, I think it's 15 people, and they lock you in a house that is very plush. It has like lots of beds, and there's cameras everywhere 24/7. They have live feeds, I believe, on the internet, not sure. But typically it's structured around a show, and it's a game where they'll do all kinds of just shady things to have drama happen, and they'll have like a weekly show. You get to know the people. And then you have to, like, one person gets kicked out every week until there's a winner, and then the winner usually gets like money. And then they have like Celebrity Big Brother in England, where they would take like celebrities and put them in the house together. It's interesting if the people in there, right?
Like a reality show / game show. But what do they get kicked off for? Like, what are the reasons that they would?
It's all just literally like just shady drama. It's like Joy Sparkle BS Vision 24/7. Yeah. Where it's basically like the more strategic and shady and secretive you are with like tasks that they give the housemates, the better off you're going to win. But I think the public votes also, so it's interesting. You're not missing out if you don't know what it is until now.
Yeah,
I think you're safe.
I might look into it. If she's on there, I think I might look into it. I think that it would be pretty interesting to watch that. But I don't know. I feel like I watch a lot of like different YouTubers on here, and like
you do. Who's your favorite YouTuber?
My favorite YouTuber? Oh my god, I would have to say, oh my god. Well, I do watch Trisha a lot. I think that Shane Dawson is like so funny. I think he's hilarious.
I love Shane. And Shane's actually someone that creates content too.
Yeah, he's really funny. I don't know. I really like the drama channels because like I feel I have no good answer for that. Just because maybe I'm an asshole, but I like that. Like
listen, it's the thing that people are interested in nowadays.
Yeah, they're right
now, but I think it's going to end very soon. So I think that the people who, and I think Katie Smith is a perfect example of how things that are salacious and vapid and just they don't require any brains are easier, I guess, to escape into. I literally for the last 24 hours, I kid you not, I have been, did you hear about Otto, Warmbier? Do you know about who that is?
Say that again?
Yeah, somebody named Otto Warmbier.
I have no idea now.
Okay, I am somebody who is like a big news hound, and I'm, for obvious reasons, I'm very like plugged into what's going on in our world, and I watch documentaries. And Otto Warmbier was one of the was a American who was taken hostage, or not hostage, but he committed a crime in North Korea. He was being held in North Korea. And I'm like on top of what's going on in North Korea. I'm fascinated by what's going on in North Korea, what we're going to do. I have debates with people about it. And he apparently tried to steal a propaganda poster when he was there with a tourist group.
Was this a while ago?
Yeah, this happened a while ago.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the kind of a thing where it's like I think I try to keep abreast of all like the big stories in our world, because that's just how I am. I like thinking. I like using my brain. Call me crazy. And this story for some reason just kind of like came and went, and I just started looking into it last night, and was so fascinated. I'm very interested with North Korea and what's going on right now, what needs to be done. I have very strong opinions, but he was taken in for taking down a propaganda poster. They finally released him in a coma. He got back to America in a coma, died shortly after, and people were saying, well, he was beaten, he was abused, and, the punishment didn't fit the crime, but it's just another reminder of how we need to, deal with North Korea in an aggressive way right now. I am very big into,
I definitely agree with that. Yeah. You know what? Especially, do you have any kids? Just wondering.
No, I can't, because I had.
Oh, yes, you said that before, and I'm really sorry about that.
No. This is my child.
Sometimes it's very stressful anyway.
Sure.
My son, now that being a parent, I feel like I wouldn't have cared as much before, but now, like, I have a kid and somebody to protect and take care of, like, I'm more like, hell no, like, get rid of him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't, I don't want, like, I get so concerned now about, like, the world that we live in and things like that. Like, it's awful. I feel like everything that's happening in the world is kind of.
By Mr. Hurtful, can I ask you a question? Who did you vote for? Did you vote?
I didn't vote. No, I didn't.
You're just
I know people get mad at me for that. But you know what? I almost don't want to say it because I don't want people to like throw major hate at me.
Who cares about people and who cares about hate? Just be yourself.
I have to say, when it came down to Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, like, just because of everything that happened in the past with Hillary Clinton, like, I had kind of, it started out with, like, the lesser of two evils, and that's when I was like, okay,
right.
Trump. And then, now that he's been in office, like, and you can kind of, I feel like he says a lot of dumb shit, but he doesn't do the dumb shit that he says. What he actually does is a lot better than what he says. Like, I mean, so far he has created jobs for people. I did honestly agree with the travel ban for a little while because of like what I said before, being a parent now, I get really concerned. Like, I'm always concerned that something's going to happen, especially living in New York. Like, and like, you understand, like with Boston, like it's very,
I still believe in the travel ban
now.
Do you want me to talk and make you feel like really comfortable when I offer my opinions on everything? Okay, here, I'm gonna make you feel really comfortable right now. So I think the travel ban is great, and I think it still needs to exist. I think that leaving off Iraq was stupid. I'm really sick of the fact that our entire country has become so PC that telling the truth is it's racist to tell the truth. Or you can't at least speak an unpopular opinion because I voted for Trump. I think that Trump, in his position right now in terms of North Korea, he needs to do something because I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry. The more I see these boys, like you were talking about, the more I see these kids or what's going on, and forget the fact that they're shooting up, these random missiles. What are we doing in response? We are flying in conjunction with South Korea planes over their in the sky just to show force, but we're not actually taking any military action, and we need to now. Like yesterday, as far as I'm concerned, we need to do something.
I think that Trump might actually be the one to do that finally, because he's kind of like got that I don't give a fuck attitude, which is like, and I'm glad that like, okay, so now I feel like I can be more open about this.
Like, by all means, you have carte blanche.
Everybody says like, oh, he's like talks too much on Twitter. I personally like the fact that I can tweet my president and I can give him my opinion right off the bat. Like, if I want to say something, I can say it. But there's a lot of and you know, like the other thing is I feel like he has. I mean, yeah, he did go bankrupt for a while. Whatever. Like everybody struggles at some point in their life. But if he can do for America,
he was a businessman though. Yeah, he was a businessman. He wasn't a politician then.
Yep. If he can do for America what he did for himself, then that's a good thing to me. I think that's a good thing. I mean, you know, bringing more businesses back into America, no more like, you know, made in China, stuff like that. I think that's great. That like helps a lot of people. Like, I mean, even now, like, I'll be honest, like I'm on Medicaid. Like I'm on workers' comp right now. I'm out of work and stuff. You can tell, like, now, even to get, like, on Medicaid or anything, any assistance like that, like, the poverty level keeps dropping. Like, you have to be poorer and poorer and poorer, and it's because, like, our country has, like, no money. And I'm not saying, like, I want to, like, live off everybody's tax dollars or anything like that. But, I mean, it's, like, it's gotten, like, to the point where it's, like, oh, my God, like, what, like, how long is it going to be until America turns into, like, a third world country? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how long?
It's going to be very soon. Very soon, if things keep going the way they are. Very soon.
Yeah, you know? It's, like, it sucks. I think that the whole situation is crazy. I think, like, I do hope that he continues to do good things, because I think that he will. I think that, I don't. A lot of people think that he's racist. I don't believe that he's racist at all. I definitely don't believe that.
Why is and my question is why is that always like the ultimate? I mean, it seems like you cannot speak anymore. And even if you express an opinion about a race, even like Katie Smith did or Joy Sparkle, why is that the worst of the worst? Why are our labels and why is us being offended? Why is that the end-all be-all in our world right now? It shouldn't be. Honestly, after I learned this thing about auto and what's been going on in North Korea and how they torture people over there, if I was president, I would probably not give a damn about you if I hurt your feelings or if I offended you, as long as I knew that the actions I was taking were going to save lives. So I would rather know that people hate me or despise me because they are offended, I hurt your feelings. I could care less. If I'm actually doing something that's going to save somebody's life, I will offend you and keep offending you. And I think I've actually approached my YouTube channel that way. I don't know if that's what people respond to, but I think it's time to stop being so overly sensitive when it comes to things that matter. And we need to stop letting hurt feelings take over our safety and our security in this country. If I was also president, I would, and again, this is the thing too, I don't know how much you are into this, but I'm super nerdy, but the different ways that we could go after North Korea. Do you think we should just take out the leader? Do you think we should strike the whole country? Do we think we should back off and let South Korea do it? What, do you know anything about any of that, or am
I do follow that, actually. I honestly feel like the best, like, if, all right, like, the people who live there, if they, like, wanted our help, and I think that some of them do, I think, like, get rid of the leader and then help them rebuild something better, kind of like we've done before with other people. But and it's, I get that it, and like I want to say, like, about, like, what you were saying with everybody being, like, so offended all the time. You know how, like, they said that there was that transgender, they wanted to do a ban on transgender in the army.
Right.
I gotta say this is how and at first I wasn't gonna say anything because I didn't know, I don't know about, I'm not transgender and I've never been in the military, so I feel like I can't really, but here's my opinion on that. Yeah. That shit hit the fan when he said that, but how about years ago, or not even years ago, like a while ago, and they told people that if you had visible tattoos, you can't relist or join.
True.
And it's like, so that I feel like is a reason to bitch, because you know what? When at least like when you're transgender and you are like going through a change and like your hormones are all out of balance and things like that, like you could be a little bit like have like a chemical imbalance in your brain. It might be dangerous. Like that's like a perspective people could look at. But I mean, look at if you have tattoos, that doesn't mean shit. Like, and people can't join the army because they have tattoos, and like nobody's saying anything about that, but they automatically go to the transgender thing, and it's like that, like, because people, I feel like a lot of people want to be like not pitied, but they do want to.
They want special treatment. They want attention.
Got a card to play, almost.
Of course, of course. This is the interesting thing, though, about that transgender ban, which I actually didn't say anything about, but I don't know if many people know this. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. This is the thing where I'm talking about how people need to actually, like, they need to calm down. They need to stop. Yeah, they never
even said that it was a sure thing. They said they were like, no, it was like an idea.
It's not a sure thing. People react so quickly, and you have, like, Caitlyn Jenner or whoever. This is the truth. I actually took the time to research it before I got all offended. That ban's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen because of this. Trump every month gets a budget, like a briefing, a budget briefing of which things to spend money on for the month, which things to not spend money on, which things to maybe put aside and prioritize because of other things that are more important. What happened, because come on, Donald Trump, like we both agreed, I love the fact that he doesn't give a damn. He says what he wants. I like the fact that he's right there. He's sending out a twat. I call it twatting. And I don't have to, it's not filtered through some like government, old bat that's been in there for like 60 years, has no sense of reality. And basically, is she talking to me? Calm down, Brooke? Oh, well, I'm very passionate about this. I'm sorry. But
I don't think you're overexcited like.
Thank you. I'm trying. I will try to pace myself. But it's not going to happen. What basically would happen was he saw the monthly budget report. We have the issues with Russia and North Korea, and he had to make a decision on which things to prioritize funding for the month. He chose to put that money towards our defense. What was also on that list was dealing with pre, during, and after treatment for anybody who serves in the war who's transgender. During the last month, unfortunately, considering what our country is dealing with right now, that's not a priority. So to be devil's advocate here, they're not getting banned. It's not even going to happen, number one. Trump actually would look like an idiot if he ended up actually doing something like that, because he used that community like all politicians do to get elected. It was just this specific month, the funding that was going to be required for that thing went towards defense things because that's a little bit more important right now. Agree, disagree, that's fine. But the facts of things, people react so quickly and they get so, oh, thanks, Brooke. But I actually looked into it because I was like, why would he do that? That would make him look like an idiot. That would justify a lot of people then coming out, like you said, and just hating, being rightly offended. Why shouldn't they be able to serve? I agree. Everyone should be able to serve if they want to. So that's what's going on. So I don't even think that's going to come into actuality. So people don't have to worry. Caitlyn Jenner can sit down. It's fine.
You know what I have to say? I feel like if I was transgender, I don't know if I would even want to join the military. One, because like the areas that we go to for war are so against that. I feel like I would be a target.
You're right.
For one, yes, I do have tattoos. And me too. I feel like you do too. Somebody asked.
Yeah,
I got sleeves on and they're super tight, but I got you can.
You have tons? Yeah, I have tons too.
I got they're all in my arms, but
cool.
I feel like I don't know if anybody saw like the Gigi Gorgeous video. She went to try and go to Dubai and they wouldn't even let her in, and it's like, they can be such a target in other countries. I don't even know if I would want to go, but I did see a report about, first of all, I guess there's a lot of transgender people who are in the military already, and the only thing, and this isn't just transgender, this is like anybody, if you're like in the military and you're getting surgery while you're in the military, and then you have to like get deployed, like, and you just got surgery and you're like downstairs mix up and you have to like run, that seems like it would be very difficult.
I know.
So
yeah, I agree.
Like if that were, and it never will, you're right, but if it did, maybe it's like it would be safe, like almost like
Well, I think sometimes these people put themselves in, the individuals put themselves in positions where they can just, cry victim, even if nobody's doing anything wrong to you. You just have an excuse. You just need attention. Black, purple, white, orange, yellow, green, straight, gay, unicorn, whatever.
Do you watch, do you watch Blair White?
Oh my God, my husband is asking me in this chat what I want for dinner.
What a great husband.
Is that my husband asks me what I want for dinner actually every single night. Because he cooks it for me. Yeah. And but I've never seen him in our chat, so I don't know if that's him. If that is my real husband, what I would like for dinner is, oh gosh, what do I want for dinner? Eggplant parmesan with extra cheese.
Ooh, that's like one of my favorites. Oh, you know what? I should show you something real quick that I got at the store the other day. Actually, you know what? I'll walk over and I'll show you.
Show me.
I hope I have 9% battery on my phone left.
Oh, that's okay, girl. We already have an hour and 10. We already have an hour and 10 minutes, and then if we want to do another one, we can. I would love to talk to you again. And what I'm gonna do, just so I can get your okay. So what I'm gonna do is, after this is done, I'm going to upload it to my channel, saved, and I can send you a file as well that you can upload it to your channel too. Or you can just download it directly off my channel and put it on your channel.
I was going to ask you that. I don't think I can download it, but if you could send me a file, that would be really cool.
Done. Give me like a couple of hours and consider it done.
Great. Did you see the Blair White and oniichan debate where like every 5 minutes Blair was like putting her finger in? It's like, shut up. Like I
did see that. Why was she drunk though? That kind of defeated the whole purpose. Well, she was a little slippery.
If somebody put their finger in my face like that, I'd probably break it off. To be honest, like you don't
know, right?
Shut up. All right, let me show you these real quick. I don't know. You guys have Price Shopper there, right? Let me wipe it off.
Oh, yeah. That is my husband. Thank you, Bubby. I love you. YouTuber life when your husband comes to your life. Oh, my gosh.
This is an Oreo cake.
That's an Oreo cake.
This is like a Rocky Road one.
It's
got marshmallows.
That looks amazing. Are you going to have that for dessert tonight?
I don't know, like, because, like, having, like, hypothyroid, like, you really shouldn't, like, eat that stuff, but I probably will eat. Like, me and Trevor's my boyfriend, he said, so what are we going to do, split them both down the middle? It's like, yeah, let's do that. Let's just,
I was going to ask you when you...
half cake mine.
Yeah, we did that. Actually, my husband and I did that on his birthday. I bought him, like, a birthday cake, and we literally just sat down, like, on our couch and just ate it ourselves. We had 2 forks.
Yep.
I wonder that Oreo cake, when you cut it down the middle, so it's not ice cream cake, I would assume, right?
No, I'll have to post a picture on Instagram when I cut it.
Yes, you have to.
I'll tag you in the
picture.
Me.
Yeah, tag me. This is Jamie. I'd love to see it. Well, let's before your battery dies, anybody in the chat, show you all the tattoos I have, you guys. I can't right now.
Yeah,
there's too much. There's too little. Me and well, I think, like, you guys loved watching this, so we're going to have to, Gina and I are going to have to schedule another one, if that's cool with you.
We should. I love it. I was so nervous at first, but you know what? I don't have any friends in real life, so I kind of really like it.
Neither do I. My best friend is my husband, and that's fine with me, you know? And I have the people on YouTube, like you guys, that I get to chat with and interact with, and that's more than enough social activity for me.
Right.
But you don't feel nervous anymore, do you?
Huh? No, I don't. I kind of like had a lot of fun with this, so I definitely want to do it again.
I'm so glad. Yay, excellent.
I'm definitely going to upload it on my YouTube too. So
what I will do is I probably, because typically this is like my thing is I will get off here and I will save it and do like the transferring. I'll do like a mirror just to avoid any kind of copyright with you now. And I just flip it. And then, so this is coming in at like hour 15. And then I will send you a way, it's kind of on the DL, where you could just, a website that you can just take any YouTube video and enter the URL and it'll download directly to your computer. And then you can just upload it and call it whatever you like and share it. And then we will have to do another one because I love talking to you. And we may not have gotten as much into the juicy dirt of things, but maybe that's okay. We can talk about that the next time. Or
right? Yeah. There's like
there's still so much to talk about.
I swear to God, I have like 50 files on my computer right now of screenshots from Joy and like from different things that she's been like,
honestly,
really
you know what my only advice is regarding her, just to you, because I like you so much just in meeting you today, is you're gonna start to feel really, really negative. Just anything.
Like,
am I telling you? Like, I know you get a lot of views and a lot of people watch anything, you know, of her, and anything with me involving drama with that individual is very popular, but I always end up walking away from it feeling like really just gross and negative and just not, there's just something about her and that entire issue.
That's what I think it is. I don't think it's like even talking about like anyone or everyone. I think it's like specifically her almost, because it doesn't end.
No,
and so I feel like you're right. If you're negative every day, and if you're thinking about or watching somebody negative every day, then
it's gonna start. And somebody that, you know, actually has like chronic depression, and you have issues as well. Things like that. You know, every now and then for like drama, I understand it can be a nice escape. It can make you feel better about your life if you see somebody else who's miserable. I'm just being honest. But it was just with her, for some reason, you walk away feeling like really just gross and depressed, and you almost like want to just go watch something super funny or watch a Shane Dawson video, or, you know, even watch like an Oniichan video where he's like, I don't know if you saw his latest one where he's like a shaving cream man or something. I swear to God. I don't know.
I do feel really bad for him, to be honest.
Well, YouTube is hard on a lot of people right now. You know?
Yeah.
Like I said, these people that are just, that's right, cliche. Sorry.
I'll be completely, I got, on some of my videos, and this will like definitely put it into perspective, okay? Yes. I got a couple, like let's say like a couple thousand on each of my Joy videos.
Right.
My monetization is at like $4.
Oh yeah. It's the same with me too.
You don't make money off YouTube, and you know what I want to do? Like anything that I make off YouTube, I kind of want to put it back into it, like do giveaways or things like that, because like I feel like I wouldn't even be getting that $4 if it wasn't for people watching me. So I'm grateful for that. So I would like
that's exactly how I view it, Gina, and that's the best way to view it. And that's why, you know, even when some videos get super successful and popular, and it's a topic that I don't really like, versus other videos where I've actually made a film about Slender Man that's on my channel if anybody wants to watch it. I want to see that. Yeah, so, you know, and maybe like 30 people have watched it, but it doesn't matter because it felt good. And I know there's like that one person out there, even when I made the video when I was going through my my medical stuff, I had people write me and say, Jamie, I watched this and it made me laugh, or it got me through. If I have one person, and I genuinely mean it, that's the only reason that I'm doing this. It's in the chance that someone can make you a puppet of yourself looking like a Muppet and a South Park.
I love that.
Thank you. When I'm fully made up, and if those of you who want to know what kind of a nose I ideally would like in an ideal world, it's on this thing right here. Basically none.
Right?
No. I have a sense of humor about myself. You can't take yourself seriously. And I always tell everybody too, and I'll tell you, it's just don't take YouTube seriously. Be careful. You know, because like you said, you actually have a life. You have children, you know, you have people that love you and need you. Do it for a hobby. The drama stuff, great, but don't, you know, and take everything with a grain of salt. Take everything with a grain of salt.
I really want to go back to like my whole, actually, like I wanted to make makeup videos, and I also really wanted to, cause I was an addict for 10 years. So I really wanted to try and help. I felt like if I could help one person, maybe then everything was worth it. You know what I mean?
It is. And you can. Trust me. You can.
That's what I want to go back to doing. I feel like a lot of people are like super judgmental about it, but it's like, it's hard. And like, sometimes like, and especially when you're doing it alone, like, and you're dealing with it there's not a lot of people on YouTube who talk about that type of stuff. So like, that was my whole idea. And then I don't know, one day Joey just pissed me off and it went from there. But I do want to go back to doing that because
you need to help people. Yeah, you need to. You'll find that you'll feel better. I'll do the drama videos, like the videos about Katie Smith, if I'm responding to something, if I'm defending myself, if I feel like I have to say something because this is wrong, or I know a lot of people don't like me. I know that. I know a lot of people dislike me, hate me. I don't care. I genuinely don't care because I do this for, other reasons that I am not swayed by public opinion whatsoever.
That's good.
And, but I'm gonna, so we're going, so to everybody in the chat, thank you so very much. I'm gonna let Gina go before battery dies, and then just look, hopefully later tonight, if not later tonight, then tomorrow morning at the latest. I will get the video to you, and you can put it on your channel, and then we can schedule another one if you want to do it. But I love talking to you.
I do too. What's your name on YouTube? It's so I know.
Oh God, I think it's youtube.com/Jamie Leigh Fischer, JamieLeighFischer, and you guys, if you're here, you should have some idea of who I am. Gina's YouTube is, I have it because I was looking at your channel.
I don't think I have a link yet. You just have to search my name.
Okay, so just look for Gina Battista, GinaBattista. She's gorgeous. She has tons of really amazing videos about, what she's gone through in her life. So she has all different kinds of things. We're kind of running in the same circles right now in terms of YouTubers who are going after us, or we both have a lot of attention on our channel because of videos about Katie Smith. But this is the light. Come to the light. Join us. We're a beautiful group.
Yes.
And, I would love to do this again. And thank you guys so much. Ashley, Spangle, Brooke, everyone, Lyle, who's here.
I want to tell Spangle Lime has been here since, I feel like the beginning. She's been around for, a while, so, I really appreciate her, too.
Oh.
She seems great.
Thank you to everybody.
Yeah.
Spangle Lime, Rogue, Vape Queen, I did notice your comments about not bombing North Korea too soon because you would get hit. I don't think you have to worry. I honestly don't think we're going to drop any bomb on them anytime soon. If anything, it's just going to be this really frustrating back and forth. And I just hope nobody's children are, have to die. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you so very much. I love this. I hope you feel good. You feel better about this. And I will talk to you later, and I'll send you everything once it's all ready.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll email you later, and maybe we can plan it again.
Yes. So nice talking to you. Bye, Gina.
Nice talking to you. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So she is. That was amazing. Did you have fun? I had fun. I am going to stretch my legs now and get to working for those of you who did not catch this live, and I will post it on my channel, and I will also post all of Gina's information in the thing, and if you want to see us do another chat, then let us know in the comments below. And Cliche, thank you so much for being here. By the way, Cliche _name, so sweet. I was having a bit of a water, I don't know what was going on, but I had a little bit of a, I get very passionate on Twitter, especially when it comes to politics or defending myself against certain things and defending what I think is right. And they just sent me a bunch of very sweet messages, which is very rare that people are just kind. So thank you. Everybody, I'm going to just really quickly go in the chat and say thank you to Spangle, David, Brooke, everybody again, if I missed you. Thank you so much for being here and for spending this hour and a half with me live. This one kind of happened last minute, and I look forward to talking with Gina again. So I love you guys all so much. I hope we have gorgeous weather here in Boston, and I'm going to go edit and look forward to having my eggplant parm for dinner. So from me and my doll, Vexlor again, I love it. I love Jamie. And there's also somebody else on my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on my Instagram, it's at This Is Jamie Leigh. Somebody else made puppets of me. Was it I think it was last week. So I've now had 2 puppets made of me in the last 2 weeks. I can die happy. I married my best friend, and I have puppets. My main goal was to actually be in a wax museum. That's on the bucket list. I don't know what for yet, but one day maybe. Thank you guys for just, like, sharing an hour of your time watching someone on the internet with a weird puppet and a funny face. So, love to everybody. Courtney, thank you so very much. Look for this on my channel, and I will let you guys know the next time I go live. And thank you again, Gina, so very much. Love to all of you guys.